With so much truth and history kept secret, it's kind of hard to lean on anything for the truth nowadays, let alone trying to seek answers for the truth. But today, as you guys can see, we got leaked footage from the Pentagon regarding UFO investigations. They kind of been releasing videos for the last couple years, is putting it in our face, basically saying that aliens do exist. But I guess we so lost in technology and we're so used to the UFO talk that I don't think we take it that serious no more, or if it's serious to take, but at least acknowledge it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you go to the grocery store and you hear the people at the next register talking about how the news released footage of actual UFOs or unidentified, same thing, unidentified objects, flying objects. You don't hop on Facebook and see people talking about it, on YouTube and see people talking about it. Never seen nobody react to UFO footage at all. So that's why I want to do it, y'all. This is actually recent, 2021. So let's see what they talking about, y'all.
From a Navy destroyer, a mysterious flying triangle above the deck of the ship. The Pentagon confirming the images obtained by documentary filmmaker Jeremy Corbell were taken by Navy personnel, expected to be a part of a report on unidentified aerial phenomenon to be presented to Congress this summer. Already online, some skeptics say the images are caused by cameras trying to focus, but some of the objects go beyond just flying in the sky. One shows a spherical object dipping into the ocean, similar to an incident in Puerto Rico where an object was tracked buzzing an airport, then flying into the water, popping back out before appearing to split into two and disappearing.
Like, how do you explain stuff like that to where the military can't even explain it? Then there's just so much about UFOs and aliens. If you ever notice, it's like the same stories. They used to hover over lakes in Michigan and go into the waters, and then they always surround themselves around military bases and military ships. That's what I think, nuclear activity. It's usually always the same story, or, somewhere around water. Or
over the last several weeks, some of the nation's top former intelligence officials have been raising eyebrows.
Look at that thing. It's rotating.
Former CIA Director R. James Woolsey said he knew of a case where a plane was paused in midair.
A friend of mine was able to have his aircraft stop at 40,000 feet or so and not continue operating as a normal aircraft. What was going on?
In December, ex-CIA Director John Brennan said it was arrogant to believe there are no other forms of life other than the ones on Earth. And former intelligence chief John Radcliffe says officials have been tracking technology.
I just want to speak up on that real quick. How can you be ignorant to the fact that we could be the only ones here in the universe? How big the universe is? It's like our solar system is like a grain of sand, one little grain of sand on the beach of the world. That is humongous for us to be the only living beings in this universe. I'm just saying, people should be more aware of this, talk about it. It's not too much we can do, because the government hides everything, but it's still always good to be aware. I guess I'm just curious, y'all. I always looked into the skies and I always been interested in these type of things in space, and it's bigger than life, you know what I mean, than just stuck in this small little bubble when it's
beyond our capabilities.
We're talking about objects picked up by satellite imagery that are difficult to explain.
Like another incident off the coast of California in 2004 when a fighter squadron encountered an object that seemed to defy gravity. What do you think it is?
I honestly don't know. I don't think that we have developed that technology. I don't think we developed it on this planet.
Video from that encounter and two other incidents were officially released by the Pentagon last year. Now new signs that the Pentagon could declassify more sightings of what they can't explain.
And guys, now here's the thing about those last three F-18 videos. I recently asked the former director of the Advanced Aerial Threat Identification Program at the Pentagon, point blank, are those the only videos that the government has? He said no, those were probably the least compelling videos. And in some videos, you see an object about 50 feet away from the cockpit.
Ooh.
Guys,
okay, that's crazy.
Yes, it is crazy. But I believe him, and I believe all that stuff that them people are saying, I believe in videos. Can you just imagine how many videos that the government has? How much information the government knows, man? It's like with the Roswell crash in New Mexico. Roswell, New Mexico, back in the 1990s, the late 1990s. I think the early 60s, late 60s. Alien crash happened and then boom, technology just blows up. Kind of like how they did in Independence Day when they found an alien vehicle and then studied it, and you know, they put it right there in front of your face in the movies, man. You know, how I feel if aliens are a threat or a spiritual being and all that stuff, I really don't know. I have different opinions, but I do believe they are a higher being, very smart, they're very way more technical than us, you know, as far as technology, all them good things.
I don't want to say I don't believe because I don't want them to come prove me wrong.
Exactly.
So,
right.
I'm with you.
And by the way, think about every person who thinks they've seen something up in the sky. These are just the military. Every person who thinks they've seen something up in the sky. These are just the military confirmed ones.
I don't like it. I'd like to go back just like thinking that this isn't real.
Yeah. Moving on.
I'd like to be happy in my ignorance.
That note real quick, y'all. Living right here in California City, you know, we're like 10 minutes away from Edwards Air Force Base, which is the second biggest Air Force base in the United States, I think in the world, if I'm correct. And it's clear skies out here, so you know, you see a lot. Being out here for so many years, I have seen some weird activities in the skies. Not saying it was all aliens or it was definitely advanced technology. Pretty sure it could have been government vehicles flying around in the air, but hey, it's out there and it's true, y'all. Peace and blessings, hope y'all like. Yeah, this is more of like reaching our reality. This is something that I want to do, you know, on my YouTube channel. Just branch out and talk about different things. Will be regarding to reaching or reality. Is it reaching or is it reality? You know, we're gonna leave that up to y'all to figure it out. But yeah, have a good one, y'all.